everyone, Orange here. Welcome back to another video. Welcome to my June 2016 Rune video, my monthly video where I go over the runes that I'm using for this month. So, I'm going to do the video in a little bit of a different way than usual. So I kind of figured that I can use this monthly rune video to kind of talk about what I am working on this month and what I kind of have been working on last month, to give you guys kind of a summary of where I'm currently standing in the game, I suppose. Because I do my Path to Decency every week, so having one video per week can kind of be like, oh, you know, we want more videos, you're not putting out enough. But then, okay, that was kind of weird and sexual, but then for people who actually want to follow along with my progress, watching all of the videos I have so far can kind of be overwhelming. So this is going to also kind of be my summary video for what I've been working on in the last month, in case people just want to see like month by month sort of thing. So I'm going to talk a little bit about my progress stuff, I suppose, and then we'll get into the runes. So I haven't really discussed this before, but the way I choose what to do in the game depends on two things. The first thing being my overall goal in the game and how much money I'm willing to spend on the game. So I kind of realized this the other day when I was talking to someone who was asking me for help, and then I kind of realized, oh, okay, this is like, I finally was able to put it into words, I suppose, and I don't think I've talked about this with my viewers before, but basically, my goals, I mean, I don't really talk about them too much, I just kind of play the game. My goal is to get to endgame and compete in PvP, preferably high-level PvP. So, to get to endgame, you pretty much have to play through the game, right? And you want to play through it most optimally to reach those goals, pretty much. I suppose I also have some other smaller goals, like completing TOA hard, which I did for only one boss so far, and we'll see if I can do it for the second one. Those kind of do matter to me because I do want to be able to complete those to say, like, hey, I did it, rather than, sorry, we have some screaming in the background. So those are smaller goals because I just want to be able to say I did it, rather than, you know, hey, I'm a Guardian 1 player, but I haven't even done TOA hard. That's kind of an odd goal. Like, it is kind of a good one, but I do want to say that I'm able to complete most of the parts of the game, so it kind of shows that I understand the game and I know how to beat it, you know, just like even if it's TOA hard or raid 5 or whatever. It's kind of like, I just like playing the game and that's stuff that I want to do. So my overall goal is to get to endgame and compete in PvP. And the second factor that determines how I progress through the game is how much money I'm willing to spend, which in my case is pretty much none. I did spend $35 on the game so far, and I don't plan on spending any more. It would be nice if I got some sugar daddies donating to me and I just summon and stuff like that. But the truth of the matter is, if I did have nat 5s that would carry me, well, not really carry me, but if I did have those nat 5s, you know, Leo, Camilla, Zyros, all that stuff, Sierra, who knows, whatever. If I had good nat 5s, the truth is I don't have Guardian level runes yet, so if I did have those, I still need to farm runes, right? So I'm not too worried about not having that many nat 5s yet. I only have 2. I mean, we can count Vero and Sig and stuff like that, but I really only have 2 real nat 5s. So I'm not so worried about that. I'm still kind of in the phase of playing the game. That's really not a concern of mine. I haven't thought about it, but I've been thinking, you know, once you start to get up there in arena, you need nat 5s. So that's something that's on my mind. But, so that was kind of irrelevant though. The thing about the money issue is how I choose to progress through the game. So my plan when I started playing Summoner's War was to rush to do all of the content that was necessary. So necessary content is rune farming. No matter what you do in the game, you need runes. If you're doing PvP, raids, TOA hard, TOA, Guild Wars, whatever, you need runes. So the most logical thing is to go for Giants first. Everyone's already kind of figured this out, what's the best to do first. So I did Giants, and then 2 optional things I would probably say are TOA and TOA hard. I don't think you need to do them, especially if you're dropping, you know, stacks on this game. If a person like me would just want to do PvP, I do want to do those other things, but let's say you just wanted to do PvP and that's it, then you can probably just work on rune farming and then raids, and then that's all you have to do. You don't even need to really worry about TOA hard. The rewards that TOA hard provides are, besides crystals, are scrolls, Devilmon, Rainbowmon. I think that's about it. Let's actually check so I can discuss it here. So if you're, and summoning stones, I forgot that. So it kind of depends. The summoning stones and the scrolls and the Rainbowmon, I guess, and the Devilmon would kind of be for a player who's looking to summon, but if you're dropping a lot of money on this game and you're already summoning and you already have those nat 5s, you might really not need to even worry about TOA and TOA hard and building monsters for that. But for me, I thought that that was absolutely necessary. I had to rush TOA and TOA hard as soon as possible because I needed to get those crystals flowing as soon as I could, because that's pretty much what's going to keep me farming runes and then the runes will continue to progress me. Of course, I need to pull certain monsters along the way, which is what I planned on doing with my summoning nat 4s with summoning stone strategy. So you guys know that I was buying summoning stones from the guild shop. I was buying 3 stacks per week, and then I'm in a Guardian 1 farming guild. I got into that pretty soon when I made up my mind. Like, I don't know how soon it was. I mean, I haven't been gunning it from the start. I haven't known the perfect optimal plan. I still make mistakes. I'm not perfect, but I try to make good decisions, and then if I can, I try to make really good decisions. So I don't want to come off as someone who's like, oh, I make all the most calculated optimal decisions and I'm a perfect human being. I'm not that. I make a lot of mistakes and stuff in the game. So that's kind of a really long rant about how I just felt that I needed to rush TOA hard and TOA, which is what I did. GB10 complete, TOA complete, DB10 complete, TOA hard complete, Necro completed itself because I was farming so many runes. We got more screaming, sorry, because people are rude as fuck. So that's what happened. So this month I have finally completed TOA hard, so I'm still kind of on the track that I've been following. I still need to get TOA hard on farm. It was kind of difficult for me, but not too difficult. So I'm working on my TOA hard units, and I'm still heavily prioritizing them with runes, so I'm really prioritizing that PvE because I need the TOA hard crystals. If I can complete TOA hard fast and efficiently without wasting much energy, then that would be nicer for me, so then I can get all my crystals in time and then work on spending those and then continue to think about what I need to work on next. And of course the scrolls are very important for a player who is not going to spend much money on the game, because I need to kind of summon as much as I can in a wise way to try to get those nat 5s and kind of work on getting more nat 5s as I'm looking to progress in PvP. So the scrolls from TOA are kind of what I'm getting at. And you guys know I don't buy premiums and I don't spend money on summoning, so all of the summons that I do are from mysticals that I get from the magic shop and from farming runes and TOA. So that's pretty much all the summons I ever get, because I'm working on Ifrits and I go into all that stuff in my Path to Decency. So let's get into the runes, and then I'll continue to talk about what I've been working on. And I have some notes here. I watched my old rune video, so I can kind of compare this video to that one and tell you guys what I worked on. So we're just going to get straight into the monsters. Soha's runes are exactly the same, but I did work on powering up her 2 and 6, I believe. They are crappy runes, you know, don't judge me. I didn't feel like putting too much work into her because I don't really use her that often. I mean, I do use her, and I figure if I plus 15 these, I forgot who it was, but someone suggested to plus 15 them because my Fame and Hell success rate was not 100%. I'm not exactly sure if it is 100 now. I wouldn't say that it is, but I think it might be closer since I plus 15'd those. So I could work on her. I'm pretty sure I should have some upgrades. I don't really know if I'm going to, though, because the big deal is that I haven't been farming Necro, so I don't have upgrades for her vampire runes, and I don't honestly know what build she wants if she is going to be farming Fame and Hell. So I've just kind of been lazy, like, you know, Soha, you're good enough as you are. We're cool here. Let's work on something else. So that's Soha. My Sig, let's see, he did actually get better. I think that I only upgraded one rune on him, and it was his slot 1 rune. I just picked this up yesterday, I think, when I was farming Giants. I've kind of been back in Giants since Lirith is coming up, and I wanted to work on runes for a bunch of monsters that I got, so mainly I was looking at working on Sig, Lagmaron. I pulled a Briand in the last month, so I was kind of looking at working on Brienne too. Who else was there? Arya and Shannon. And I've kind of been looking at using Tyron too. So I kind of thought, I probably missed some monsters in there, but I kind of thought getting back into Giants would be a good thing because I've been in Dragons so long, especially since I already got Necro like complete, that I can go back into Giants for now, and I think that that'd be a good thing. Turned out it was, because I got a couple of rune upgrades, I think 5, with like however many crystals I had. I think I used like 1,200 crystals, and a lot of the upgrades were like upgrading really, really bad runes, so this was one of them. I can't recall which rune I upgraded, but I did take a picture of it, so I'll probably put the picture on the screen for you guys to see the current rune and then the new rune. So this is my Sig's stats, and then I'll go and show you guys his runes real quick in case you are super concerned about it. I forgot to do that for my Soha, but I don't think that that's really necessary. Next monster, Theomars. He did actually get quite better, I think. Not sure which rune I replaced, but I did replace one, and I've kind of been thinking about this one topic, I suppose. So if you guys have been following me, you know that I maxed out my crit damage building, so I've kind of been thinking, okay, maybe it's okay if I ease up on the crit damage and prioritize runes with attack more, like only in a couple choices, but I've been thinking like, oh, and especially if I go into crit damage for Guild Wars, maybe I can kind of like worry about attack runes. I still have to look up the math stuff on that because I'm not totally sure, but I've been keeping a balance between the attack substats and then the crit rate, or the crit damage substats too. So he is at 100% crit rate now, yes. I don't use him as a leader all of the time, usually kind of rarely. So for my Giants team, I don't use him as a leader. And then for Guild Wars, a lot of the times I use Galleon, Theomars, Bernard. That's my Guild Wars defense too. So I figure 100% crit rate is a good thing on Theomars because I don't use him as a leader. And on my arena defense too, this is my new arena defense I'll show you guys. So I used to use Bella instead of Chasun, but I figured Chasun might be kind of more of a stronger monster to use on defense, so once again, he's not in the leader slot, so that's why I go for 100% crit rate on Theomars. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, Theomars always has elemental advantage, so he has a hidden 15% crit rate. 85 plus 15 is 100. Whoa, he has 100% crit. So that's Theomars. Galleon stayed the exact same, so I won't go over his runes. I'll go over his 246. So he's on Swift Focus, and then he's speed tuned with Lagmaron and Theomars. And on my AO, he actually goes before my Tyron. I've been kind of testing out that new team. I'm still only C1. I've been Fighter 3 a couple weeks in here, but I'm working on getting C1, and Rush Hour is about to start in an hour and 39 minutes, so I will be doing Rush Hour with a couple different AOs. So he actually goes before Tyron, which is kind of good for that extra bit of damage, I suppose, but it's not really the biggest of deal. I don't think it really matters, but yeah, once again, C1, whatever, don't listen to my advice. Beretta stayed the exact same. I'll show you guys. He's on Despair Focus, Speed, HP, Speed, HP. Clicked on the wrong rune. So I have a lot of monsters that didn't get improved, which is okay, and I'll kind of talk about, well, I suppose I've been spreading a little bit thin, like I've been working on a bunch of monsters, but I figure that that's fine, because I'm kind of like hitting the goals that I want to hit now, which are completing TOA hard and getting C1 every week, so I'm kind of working on the arena thing, sort of, so I think I might actually do a Rush Hour video after this video to show you guys my wings. They are piling up, getting ready for Rush Hour. So that's Beretta. Colleen I did work on since the last time because of Necro. So along the way I've been thinking of what team I was using for Necro, even though it was out of sight pretty much. Well, not really out of sight, but along the way, as I've been, working on progression in TOA hard and working on my Giants team and speeding up Giants, when I pulled my Verd, I was always kind of thinking, what could my Necro team be? I've done a lot of research on Reddit, and I've heard everyone say that you want Adrian, Colleen, and Bella on your Necro team. So for me, those 3 units were locked in. I 6-starred them. I 6-starred Bella like a long time ago because she's just amazing. And then along the way, I decided to 6-star Colleen and Adrian because I just had extra fodder to do that because I knew I would definitely use them. I'd probably use Colleen for raids too. Maybe even TOA hard in there. I think I used her against the Camilla level when I was not even really at TOA hard 50. I think somewhere around there. Like, Camilla was on 30 and I was struggling. So I knew Colleen would be a monster that I would use eventually. So I did work on her because I was thinking about my Necro team. I pulled a Shihua, and then I was thinking about summoning for a Hua in the exclusive summons. So since I pulled Shihua, everything made a lot of sense. I was like, wow, I need to get a fire monster in there because I was planning on using Yen and Saren instead of Shihua and Hua. And that was kind of the Necro team that I was planning on, just seeing what cards were dealt to me and how to actually play them at any point. But then I pulled the Shihua, and I was like, oh, all I need is a Hua, and she's coming up, and I'm pretty sure I need Hua anyways for TOA hard, so I summoned for a Hua, I got a Hua, and then I'm using Hua for Necro and TOA hard now. So Colleen is pretty much, I finally worked on her because I had a bunch of runes left over, and free rune removal day was coming up kind of soon. And my runes were getting really full, UCM 468 out of 500, so I was like, let me just rune up my Necro team. Colleen was one of them. So I've been working on speed tuning her with the rest of my Necro team to make the turn order. I can't really help that Bella goes first because I need her for PvP, and having her fast for other stuff is good. So Bella goes first, then it's Adrian, Colleen, Hua, and Shihua. Shihua's branding effect got changed a little bit with the new patch, so I figure it's better if she goes last, and it's been working out so far. My this is the first Necro team that I have, the first, I guess, version, and it's not 100%, but it's pretty good. I'd say above 80%, so that's Colleen. Spectra stayed the exact same, so I'll show you guys his runes. I've used him in TOA hard. He's been a big help, so I'm pretty sure it's actually the exact same. I don't think I did anything. I checked on the video, maybe I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure I'm right. Adrian, I fixed his runes for Necro on free rune removal yesterday, so I got his crit rate to 100%. You guys may have seen in my Path to Decency video that's called, it's the video that's called 1K subscribers, full auto Necro B10 or something. That video, his runes were a little bit different, so I kind of changed them to make him go faster. So this is my current Adrian. I'll show you guys all of his runes. So that's Adrian. Velajul stayed the exact same. Once again, still on Violent Guard. I'll show you guys his 246 speed, defense, HP. Those are his stats. Verd stayed the exact same. I'll show you guys his 246 speed, crit rate, HP. Hua is a new monster that was not in my last video because I did not have her then. So here is my Hua, her first appearance. And these are her runes for Necro. For TOA hard 100, on my first pass of Athtaros, the boss, I put her on speed, HP, and I used some runes from Thrain, I think. I have the photo album on that video, so I had to change them up for that boss, but these are her current runes for Necro. That's all I can use her for is Necro, pretty much. But I do use her for my R4 team, but I don't farm R4 at all. I just did it once to see if I could beat it. So I did use her on my R4 team with these current runes and stats, in case you guys were curious. But I don't plan on farming R4. I plan on going straight for R5 if it's possible. I think it is, but I don't quite know. But I'm not even looking at that really yet, because why would I want to improve runes that are already crappy? Why would I want to improve this rune? It's a 5-star rune. You don't really want that. So I don't really have enough runes to improve to want to do raids yet. My Shannon actually got worse. I think I took a rune off her and put it on Tyron, probably not Tyron. I think I put it on Briand or something. I don't know how she got worse, but she did. So I'll show you guys her runes, but it's not really concerning me too much. The only level that really concerns me is the Achroma level where I would need Shannon. I'm pretty sure that's the only place that I would use her for TOA hard. So if she becomes a problem with being too slow or something like that, I can switch around some runes. And I didn't do the most optimal rune switching, I suppose, but I'm not really concerned about doing everything the most optimal way. I just kind of made everything pretty dang good, better than good, I think. Ramago stayed the exact same, so I'll show you guys his 246, HP defense. I choose to go for the more effective HP on him, but if he gets defense broken, it's like not so good. But I did go for that. He's still not too successful in Guild Wars, so I haven't used him too much. I've stayed away from using him, and I just use all my other stuff because I have a lot of other stuff to use, so I don't use him too much because he's just been failing me. Here's my Bernard. He did get a lot faster, I think. Maybe not a lot faster, but he did get faster. Not really sure what I did. I'm pretty sure it was this rune. I think it was because I tweeted a picture a week ago. So I think I'll probably put the picture up maybe. Maybe I'll get too lazy and not do it. But I think I improved that rune, so I'll show you guys his current runes. And then, yeah, that's Bernard. So I still use him quite a bit, almost everywhere. Here is my Mav. Let's see. I think his rune stayed the same, but I did power some stuff up. So I'll show you guys. I'm pretty sure they stay the exact same because the accuracy and the speed stayed the same since the last video. So I think I just powered these runes up because I am going to use him again for TOA hard, and I found that he was kind of squishy, so I did go ahead and power those up. My lag actually got a lot better. In the last video, he was like really bad for some reason. I think it was because I had a speed rune in slot 2. So he is on attack, crit damage, attack. I think another viewer helped me with that. I'm sure they did, but I forgot who it was. I'm sorry. So he is on attack, crit damage, attack. I still kind of have like a love-hate relationship with lag. Oh shoot, I forgot to go over skill ups, but I will start doing that. So we'll do that after I go over lag. So here's my current lag, and then I'll show you guys his runes. I had like 2 rune upgrades, I think, over the past couple days on lag, which was really nice that I got from Giants. So I was happy about that, and also, well, I mean, yeah, I guess I'd be happy about that, because his rune quality is still not the best, and it wasn't the best a couple days ago. So that's lag, and then I'll talk about skill ups. He has 1 skill up on his 3rd, and I'm kind of debating skilling him up sometime soon, because I feel like I need to use what I have when I start approaching PvP and stuff like that. Like, I'm pretty sure I need to use lag and a mirror when I'm looking at building my Wombo team, so we'll kind of see. I'm still holding on to the Devilmon because if I can't beat Lyrith with Sig or lag in their current state, I don't really know which one's better for Lyrith. Because lag kind of made sense to me because he also has he has a stun, he has quite a bit of damage, and he has a dot, and then he also has the attack break on his 3rd, just like Sig does. So I kind of figured, maybe lag would work too, but once again, we have like 10 days till TOA hard resets or so. I forgot what it was. So I will be 9 days. So that'll be something that I'll be working on later. Deciding who I want to skill up, lag or Sig or neither or someone else. So no skill ups, and then quickly I'm going to go over skill ups for the rest of my monsters. Actually, I suppose I'll do that at the end. So I'm going to not go over skill ups and do that at the very end, maybe. Actually, I'll do the rest of the monsters, then the ones before that after. So Chisoon, she stayed the exact same, and I think her skill ups were the things that changed, maybe. I have 1 point in her Fallen Blossoms, 1 point in her first, and then 0 in the second. I don't really intend to work on her skill up wise because I think there's other important stuff that I have to work on. So she pretty much stayed the same. Briand, a new monster that I did not have last time. I put runes on Briand, and I actually got an upgrade. I probably showed him to you guys, but maybe not really. I don't remember. I don't remember if I showed him to you guys, but I did get a rune upgrade for him. It was actually a pretty good rune. He has no skill ups, which is kind of not very good, so I haven't really used him at all. We'll have to see how he does in the upcoming Hall of Heroes, or I'm probably going to try autoing TOA normal for the first time with Briand whenever it resets 9 days. So I'll show you guys his runes. This slot 1 was the upgrade that I got. Pretty nice HP on that one. I forgot which other rune it was. I'll probably post the picture, probably, of the rune that I upgraded, so I'll show you guys his current runes. I'm a little bit worried that his accuracy is kind of low, because if I use him for TOA hard and TOA normal and Hall of Heroes and stuff, I might want to get that accuracy up to par, and he's kind of slow, but I don't think that that's a big deal. And then skill ups are kind of like a big, like, oh, whoops, you know, like, Briand is not too good without skill ups, so we will see about that. Bella did get improved quite a bit, I think, actually. So I will show you guys her current runes. So I pretty much use Bella everywhere, you guys know. Arya, I 6-starred her, and I'm not sure if her runes got any better. I think they may have gotten worse, I can't remember, but I'll show you guys her current rune setup, and her skill ups are pretty important. Bella is obviously fully skilled. So, I am prioritizing my TOA hard monsters, so I might have to look at improving Arya if I get stuck or anything like that, rune-wise, because I think I did take a rune off her and put it on something else. My Vero did get a little bit better, just so ever so slightly. I think his slot 1 was the only thing that improved, so I will show you guys his current runes. Of course, fully skilled up. It's very important to have Vero fully skilled up. So this is the slot 1 that I put on him. Yes, I think if you do the math, I think I actually rolled 2 into speed, and then I rolled the accuracy and the HP. Sometimes that happens. It's awesome when it does. So all the other runes are the exact same. So he just improved, like, slightly. May have not really been an improvement, sort of. I did rune my Tyron because I planned on trying him out for Arena. So here are his runes. I could actually make Tyron, like, a lot better if I wanted to, but I really don't want to take runes off Shannon or Briand or Arya, because I do need to get that TOA hard on a lockdown, and TOA normal, well, TOA normal's already on lockdown, but, yeah, well, Briand would be for Hall of Heroes and stuff, so I don't want to do that yet, but it is an option in the future to kind of look at, okay, when can I kind of stop improving Arya? I mean, it would kind of be a bad decision overall to take good runes off Arya and put them on Tyron, because I am going to be using her in TOA hard, so the better runes she has, the faster the clear is going to be, the safer the clear is going to be, that sort of thing. So, I don't know, that's something that I'm kind of thinking about, like, it's an option, you know, making Arya just as good as she needs to be and then moving runes over. Not necessary, though. And then no skill ups for Tyron yet, well, at all, I don't think. Actually, I do have one Sylph right there that I was kind of considering putting onto Tyron, but I don't know. Because my lag is so awkward, like, lag is not really a monster that's going to wipe everything, so with Tyron and lag, you can kind of spread out your stuns and then kind of do, like, a slow clear, like, multiple turns rather than just turn 1. So I kind of thought, like, maybe skill ups on Tyron would be good if I run that sort of team, but I don't even really know yet. I haven't looked into it too much. Like, arena stuff, I haven't been focused on that. I've been focused on TOA hard. So yeah, here's Shihua. She's on my Necro team. I'll probably 6-star her within the next month just to have her 6-starred, but it's not necessary. I should probably do Thrain first, because he might be more useful in the next TOA hard reset, and in the one after that, and after that, and after that. So I'll probably do Thrain first, then maybe Shihua for Necro. So I'll probably just do Shihua if I have leftover stuff. So here are her stats, and here are her runes. And no skill ups on her, and I probably am not going to skill her up unless I get extra skill ups, then maybe I will. Shimate I made faster. because I was finding that he was not moving together with my team some of the time. So I did make him faster. He's squishy anyways, so I was like, whatever. So I think I just put a speed rune in slot 2 on him that I already had. So yeah, that's Shimate, and then no skill ups on him. Thrain, I did improve his runes from the last video because I needed him on 56 and 58 of TOA hard because I was like stuck and he really helped. So I did fix his runes. I fixed them a while ago though when I was on that floor. So yeah, there's Thrain. Once again, he'll probably be my next 6-star, we'll see. And then I forgot to mention that I got rid of my McKean after I pulled Briand, so rest in pieces McKean. She's gone. And then I will go over the rest of the skill ups that I forgot to go over. So in my other video, I already talked about how I fully skilled up Soha because when I pulled her in like my first premium pack, out of 3 total, I knew that she'd be my fame and health farmer, so I went ahead and skilled her up at that time. Sig, no skill ups, but I'm considering it for this TOA hard rotation. Theomar's 1 skill up because I've summoned 2 Ifrits so far, and I put the other Theomars onto my first Theomars because I figure it's a good idea because I use Theomars so much. So I did that. Galleon, I finally fully skilled up with Devilmon, and I think 1 other pirate captain, but I'm pretty sure the rest were Devilmon. I can't really recall. So he is fully skilled up now, which is helping my Giants runs a little bit. So I did that. Beretta, he's been fully skilled up for a really long time. I decided to fully skill him with Devilmon when I was first clearing TOA normal on Lyrith, I think. So I cleared TOA normal on Athtaros, and then the next rotation was Lyrith. And I think I was stuck on 90, which was Artemil, so I decided to fully skill him up. I figure why not, because I'm going to be using him forever for TOA normal and hard. Colleen fully skilled up, of course, it's super easy to do that. Spectra fully skilled up. Adrian, not quite fully skilled up, but I'm working on it. Whenever I get more Elven Rangers, I will fully skill him up for Necro. So I'll show you guys his current skill ups. Veligul, fully skilled up. I Devilmoned him a while ago. I don't remember when it was, but I think I was doing it to improve my Dragons runs or something like that, or PvP, can't remember. Verd, no skill ups. Hua, I had 2 extra Water Rakshasas from one of my Summoning Stone sessions, so I put 2 on her. Maybe I summoned 1 other, so she has just 2 skill ups. She's one of the monsters that's like below the S tier of monsters that I'm thinking of Devilmoning. So I'm really thinking about Sig and Lag. I would probably put Lag over Sig because Sig is Sig, but I may need to do Sig, so she's kind of one of the other ones that I'm thinking about not Devilmoning, but like skilling up, well, maybe Devilmoning in the future, I'm not really sure. One of my other sort of ideas is to start using my Summoning Stones for 4-star skill ups, or for Nat 5s. That's another topic that's on my mind that we will discuss later. So I'm kind of thinking about that too. Shannon fully skilled up, Ramagos fully skilled up, Bernard fully skilled up, Mav fully skilled up because we had a Penguin secret dungeon. So that was like super awesome. He may have been skilled up in the last video, can't remember. Lag, 1 skill up, I already showed you guys, and then I already showed you guys the other skill ups, but I will quickly go over them. So Shasun has 2 in her first and third, Briand none, Bella fully, of course. Arya's kind of weird. We already did this though, so I will kind of quickly do it. Vero fully skilled up. Tyron none. Shihua none. Shimate none. Thrain fully skilled up because of the Grim Reaper secret dungeon. So that's it for the current monsters that I am using. Yay, we got to the end of the list, so I will scroll down and show you guys all of my current monsters again. So this is pretty much all that I'm using for the next month, and then monsters that I'm looking at obtaining are, right now for sure, Tessarian and Amir. I'm going back into Ifrits, and then Summoning Stones, I'm still considering what to do, so I'm just giving you guys like a glimpse into the future, like what I'm planning on. So like I said before, Summoning Stones, I'm looking at either, well, originally I was looking at PvE monsters. Like the only 2 left I think are Gildong and Wuchi, which are the Taoists that would help me with TOA hard, even though I can already do TOA hard. So it might not be the best idea to summon for them if I can already do TOA hard and I'm working on getting it better and like easier. And then I was looking at also getting PvP monsters. I was looking at Orion, who'd probably be pretty useful on my arena defense. So like he's kind of an option, but I still need to start thinking about arena. Am I going to try to climb now out of C1 and into the, you know, more actual arena E, like more like actual defenses sort of thing. So Orion, who else was there? Like Chloe, she could be kind of useful. Double Lucian, but the thing with Double Lucian is I think they're kind of hard to actually rune, and I wouldn't have skill ups for them, and I already have lag, and then Amir, I may not even really need Lucians. Maybe I should just work on what I have, not really sure, haven't thought about it, haven't really looked into it, or asked anyone. So, or nat 5s, and then my new thoughts are, maybe should I go for 4-star skill ups, or should I go for a specific nat 5? Like, you know, only summon for a specific nat 5. So I'm kind of like keeping an eye on the summoning stone rotation and seeing what looks good, what should I go for. All the nat 5s for next week look really good, actually, like tomorrow after rush hour is over. So we will have to see, though. I don't know if they'd be like the most game-changing nat 5s. Of course they'd be like super awesome to have. Like Camilla and Leo are probably S tier nat 5s, and then Monkey King's probably somewhere around there. I mean, he's probably not S tier, but he is a really good nat 5. So that is that, and then I will show you guys some storage stuff. So in case anyone's curious as to what I have in storage, I'm gonna scroll down real quick and not really talk about stuff. So if you have specific questions, I guess you can ask. But probably don't ask if this video is not the newest Rune video, because I may have already decided and talked about that in Path to Decency. But basically all of this stuff in storage is stuff that I could work on in the future, or I plan on working on. I keep every single nat 4 in case they get buffed or something happens and I want to use them. You know, someone discovers some sort of new viable strategy or something. I'm saving Taoists in case I get Gildong Wuchi or Huadiam, which is kind of like a rare thing, but you never know. I have a light and dark scroll, it could be Huadiam. So, and then I'm also saving Hargs in case I want to build one. I haven't done any research on that. Then I've been saving the Serpents in case I want to build a Wind Serpent for like a Wind tank, even though I already have Chasun, so I don't think that that'd maybe be a good idea, but I'm just saving them anyways. And then we got to the bottom, I'm saving those Doublemon for stuff, and then, all these other monsters I'm either saving because I'm going to use or I'm not going to use them, like Lulu and McKean I'm probably never going to build or use, really. I mean, they are kind of built-ish. So yeah, I'm just kind of keeping all this stuff just in case, or for world boss sort of thing. Like, I'm not foddering, you know, Lulu or McKean or Saren because I already have them, so why not for world boss? I finally bumped up my world boss attacks to 3. I usually get like an A, a B, and an F, or like, you know, A minus B, F. Sometimes it's kind of weird. So, yeah, for the third attack I only have like 12 monsters or 10 monsters. So that is it for my Rune video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I may have forgotten to say some stuff, but I don't think I did. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Stay tuned as I keep progressing through Summoner's War. So yeah, that's about it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I will catch you guys later.